Oh boy. I don't know. Darkness. Before they went extinct, women invented feminism to save themselves. This is a favorite fact by 98.5% of all votes, with the 5.8. Oh my gosh. It's raining. Next tip. There is no hope. It is too late to turn back. Your computer would like to have some space for itself. You take too much of it, and it needs its privacy too. Women invented programming so that one day machines could replace all men. Computers were part of the feminist agenda all along. Confirmed. Neighborhood. Oh, start menu. It's like an actual computer, okay. I can move things. No, none of these work. Oh, very strange. It does not look like the other houses. Oh, wait, what? He has a long beard and looks like someone that has spent many hours customizing his home. Through the crack in the door, you can tell everything's exactly where he wants it. Every inch is meticulously thought out. You're not sure if you could ever live in a place like this, but who are you to judge who exactly? The old man smiles and seems happy to see you. Okay. Every little detail. Does not look. The table does not look like a table. It's a reinvented table. Open source nature, meticulous technicalities. That would be rude. Pay attention. You know that every other sentence or so. And that he knows you're listening. Asking about the toilet. It's like the Japanese like super tech toilets. They're like 50 things in one or something. Like I even remember reading an article about like the first musical toilet in Japan or something like that. Maybe it wasn't the first one. I don't know. It was interesting though. Not really. Ah, yes. The old man starts talking about useless information. Just tell him the truth. Oh no. I. No one is answering the door. Well, this one's got visuals. Never mind. Oh, I see. No solicitors. They don't seem to be in a hurry to fix the problem. They could do this all day. They'll probably just call the cops on you. They clearly have actually explained that solicitors are not allowed. You explain that you're not a solicitor, you're looking for friendship. They give you a moment of their time. You took too long. It's a very nice view. Tell me about darkness. You may ask for help from a... I like it. It's not gonna work, huh? You have found a vermin named Shamrock Frog. It's feeding off important information. It's a little cute little rat, though. Wait. Remove vermin. Information is now safe. Okay. I removed the thing. You're still not talking to me. Okay. I see. You made a friend. You thought you made a friend because they let you in and talk and stuff, and now they want nothing to do with you. Or they died. Hold on. I'm holding you there. I want to let go. Please let go. Strange hold on. Hope again. Dang, dude. People that make it are lucky. Placement, social contacts, opportunity, and privilege that determine a success story. We only hear the success stories because those are the only stories ever told. We don't tell the ones about people that died trying to make it out because those voices will never be heard. They don't live long enough to tell their story. Yeah, I feel that. If you ever live to see the light of day and have a voice, use it as long as anyone is listening. We need it. We're human too. Poverty isn't anyone's fault. Abuse isn't anyone's fault. Failure isn't anyone's fault. Bad things happen aren't a reflection of anyone's worth. There are so many amazing people that just disappear. So many that don't live to see the light of day. It's our priorities that are twisted when we ascribe value to a person. Like when we dismay that some sexual predator or abuser was finally called out for what they were doing, and how unfortunate for that talented, valuable person. Can the victim be less selfish and think of the person's career? They were contributing so much valuable art, work, service to society. I wish people would say the same of the disenfranchised. Can we say the same of those that we lost to abuse? Please say that about them instead of defending the abuser. The abuser has power because we give it to them. There's so many people who would die for that opportunity. Yeah, I feel that. If given the chance, they would contribute amazing and beautiful things too, just to have a voice that's heard. To have weight. It wouldn't be squandered like this. How could you not know what you have? This is our fault too. It's how we bend our back over backwards to defend the misunderstood genius of the abuser. There's like, I wonder if there's like some sort of article on this. If we would only be at a place where we point at a victim and give them excuses. How sad it is and what a loss it is that this person was robbed of their voice, all the amazing contributions they have made if given a chance. Someday, it'll be considered wrong and I have mattered just as much. Validate my existence and prove that I have the right to be here every exhaustive step of the way, honestly. To be honest, I wish it would have killed me. It hurt more to see people defend him. You can't underestimate how strong the disparaged are. We have no choice but to be strong. Here is the iconic difference. Maybe someday we will be viewed as worth something. Maybe our presence will not be considered a statement. I'm tired of being considered a statement just for being here. I just want to be here, like everyone else, and enjoy the same successes for the same amount of hard work and talent. Maybe someday we won't have to prove our worth. People bend over backwards to defend the predators, perverts, and abusers. Maybe someday people bend over backwards to defend their victims. I am so tired. Sometimes I would have just died there. It would have been simpler to give up. Sometimes I want to give up. It would have been so much easier to just vanish. I have no idea what drives someone to work their way out of that. Is it worth it? You know, parts of you stay there. Once you're out, you have to work on getting your mind out of there too. Self-validation. Self-validation is a talent to all its own. It's so ridiculous but strangely optimistic at the same time. It's that hope that things can someday change. If there's some part of you that just knows it can, despite the fact that the world is screaming in contrary, that all circumstances around you validates your worthlessness as a person, that many situations that have you question if you're human. Sometimes you just know that bad things aren't true. You just know that you deserve better and someday will have that. It's a strange thing. Maybe it's hope. Maybe it's more. The feeling is not there, only the light at the end of the tunnel, but somehow sunshine. This is that feeling to grip like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. That's what you hold on to when things are at their darkest. Part of me believes that with every personal victory, with every person that actually does make it, it sets some kind of standard for others. By you fighting to make things better for yourself, you also make the world better for others. If you believe in your value in humanity, as small of a change that is, it is still change for the better. I have to believe that things can change. There was one more page. Wow. Thoughts. Oh gosh. I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than be someone that I'm not. I'm too angry to give up. I am not afraid because I have nothing left to lose. I've already lost everything. What could there be possibly left to be afraid of? After him, I can't look in the mirror anymore. It took years for me to be able to look at myself without feeling disgust. But I did it. I'll heal. I'll prove them all wrong. I fought so hard to get away from where I'm from, but I see that I'll never really be free. I'll never really be equal. Sometimes I don't know what to hold on to. I want to let go, but if I do, then it will all have been for nothing, wouldn't it? True strength is opening for yourself up, even if you know you might get hurt. It's the courage not to care about being hurt, so I don't have much respect for people that threaten. It's not hard to destroy, it's harder to love. Yeah, it's true. Tell me I can do it. I won't collapse in on myself. This won't destroy me. I'm doing this for a reason. Any reason will do. I'm strong enough to do this forever if I have to. Tell me I don't get to quit. You are stronger than you think you are. If you give up now, you'll never know what all this was for. Or if it gets better. I know it gets better. That's why I'm still here. I can feel that there's more to this. Love exists, and I'm worth loving too. I have to hold on to that. This is like some of the stuff those bunnies were saying too. I fought so hard to be here. I don't think I could forgive myself if I give up. What does that mean if I can't make it work? Every person that told me I don't belong, that wanted to hurt me to make that point, they'll be right. What am I holding in there for? I've been doing that for so long. What happens if I let go? I've tried everything but that. I fought so hard to get this far. If I quit now, it's all going to be for nothing. I might as well never have tried. If I quit now, I would never know if this is all worth it. I've come so far. I can go further. As long as you're here, you can make a difference. If you give up now, then having come this far will have been for nothing. I want to give up. I have to believe that as long as there are good people in this world, just a few is enough, then it's worth being here for me too. If we all leave, then it's going to be very lonely. There are better ways of giving up than letting go completely. Life is better with you in it. Maybe he was right. Maybe I did deserve him. Maybe that's the best I'll ever get, and I don't deserve anything else. Maybe I think love is abuse, and I can't tell the difference. And he's actually the victim, and I'm selfish for saying no. But if this really was love, then why did he want to destroy me? I'm not crazy. I know it's good for me. I have to try. I can rebuild everything. Everything heals. Oh my gosh. I remember digging through the trash looking for food, waking up with ice in my hair. Wow. Winters were so cold I thought I would die there. I thought I would ever have friends or learn how to drive a car. I thought my work would never get noticed. I thought I would just vanish. That place was the end. It felt like that was all there is to life. Somehow I made it out, and I can be here today. I feel so privileged to have gotten this far. If I end it now, all that would have been for nothing. I know things can get better, and I know everything heals. You can do it. Please don't give up either. If you channel pain right, it becomes passion. I feel that that's where passion is from. It's kind of mix of love, anger, and hope. Passion is when you discover how unrelenting and powerful you are. Maybe there's a way of getting this to work for you instead of against you. It's never been consensual. I don't think I'll ever be able to be close to anyone after that. What is wrong with me? Maybe it's true. Maybe some of us were never meant to survive and we should have died because it's cruel to live with it. I want to believe that things can get better. I can be happy too. I'm strong. I have to hold on to that. When I started was a nobody. You could do anything to me and get away with it. Nobody would believe me. I worked hard to get to the point where people that took advantage of me can be afraid of me, because if I ever speak up, I'll work harder. I'll prove them all wrong. I'm gonna be strong to be a somebody. It will be impossible to take advantage of me like that again. If you are afraid of getting hurt, then you'll allow all your past pains to have power over a potentially beautiful future. You can't let your trauma dictate that. You can't let the people that hurt you hold that power forever. You can't let the past control you forever. As long as you're getting back up after life knocks you down, you have a chance that you can't give up. I have to keep believing that. When they tell me to hold in there, I want to scream. They have no idea how hard I'm holding on. Nobody helps. I'm giving life advice is easy. Listening is hard. Yeah, true that. It's the things that we don't talk about that hurt us the most. We need to be able to talk about those things without being ashamed or afraid. It would save lives. There are some battles that you just can't fight alone. Hate is easy. Love takes courage. When you threaten to hurt me and do things to me, what are you saying about yourself? Everything heals, even the worst, especially that. Somehow it heals. I have to hold on to that. Maybe it's not possible to survive these things. Maybe you live with it for as long as you can until someday it consumes you and you're gone. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. Maybe I'm not worth loving. Maybe I'm not capable of love. Maybe he was right. I don't care. I'll prove them all wrong. When they threaten to hurt me and kill me, what is there to be scared of? Everything that you could do to me has already been done. Hurting someone isn't that hard. It's so weak. Love is what really strength is. Man, this is like deep. We don't hear from people that didn't make it. We don't hear from their stories, so we think that it's all so much better than it really is. Too many think that this is easy. That's why my life advice is in such abundance. Yes, I am strong. I can do this for the rest of my life if I have to. They tell me to hold in there, but nobody ever helps. What's it to you if I let go? If me being here meant anything to anybody, they would help. Would they talk? Talk is easy. Words are cheap. He told me that no doesn't mean no when it comes from me, because I don't know what's good for me. My drive is to prove him wrong. I have a right to choose. I don't believe that all these things they said about me. I heard it all, and I just don't believe it. I'm human too. When they tell me to hold in there and don't give up, I want to scream. I could just yell at them about everything ever. They have no idea how hard I've held on. Sometimes it feels cruel not to let go. What have you accomplished by hurting me? What do they think that hurting others is so powerful? Why is violence seen as power? True. Someday I'll belong and have a place here. I have been at it for over 10 years. I've came so far. I can't go further. I could have died then and I didn't quit. I don't get to quit now. I'm strong enough to make it. Just lie and tell me that there's a reason to hold in there. I'm not a sick joke. Someday I will belong. I'm strong enough to do this. I'm strong enough to fight through suicide. If people that are lost to this matter to me and the world is better with them in it, then I know the world is better with me in it too. I'm strong enough to make it through this. Everything heals. I can heal too. Life is better with me in it. I have to keep believing that. I'm strong enough to believe that. Passion is a lifeline. Pain can become passion. It's a fierceness to persist because you're too angry to give up. I want to let go. I don't want to hold in there anymore. The holding in never ends. How am I even still here? What am I holding in there for? What could you possibly do to me that hasn't already been done other than kill me? What could there possibly be left to be afraid of? What is there left to take? I have nothing left to lose. I'm not going to believe their lies. I matter too. The world is better with me in it. I'm not going to kill myself. I have to hold on. I have as much right to be here as anyone. I have a right to take up space too. Someday, me being here isn't going to be a statement. It will be normal if I persist. If I quit now, he will have won. What he did to me will have destroyed me. He will have gotten away with it. If I ever want a shot at justice, I have to work hard at becoming somebody and mattering to people. Then they will believe me. They don't believe nobodies. They believe somebody. Proving to myself that what he did was wrong. Proving him wrong is what drives me when I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I wish one of them would follow through on their death threat. I'm so tired. What else could there possibly be left to do to me? What have I done to them? Why does what I represent scare them so much? It must scare them if they want to kill me. I want what happened to me to be wrong. But for that to happen, I have to matter to people. I have to work really hard to prove that I belong and I'm worth loving and believing. I'm not anybody's victim. I don't care about what they say. I won't see myself as that. What could there possibly be left to do to me other than just be nice? Loving me would surprise, shock, and maybe even scare me. Hate doesn't, so what? Kill me and you have accomplished nothing. Love and you might have made a difference. Strength is the power to persist. Hate, anger, and hurting someone is easy. It takes nothing to take from someone else. It's easy not to stand for anything. Standing for something that will help others, to give, to love, and make things better is what courage is. When you threaten to me, I'm not afraid. They said that I'm not capable of love. I don't know what that is, and that's why I don't recognize that he's good for me. I've heard it all. I'll prove them wrong, even if they all probably moved on and I'm stuck living with what they did. At least I'm proving it to myself. I can't live with what happened to me. If I were human, then this wouldn't have happened. The fact that it happened proved that I'm not human. The fact that nobody cared and it wasn't even considered wrong, that's proof that I'm not a person, isn't it? Presence here isn't the statement. I'm a person too. I'm not here as a novelty. I have a right to exist. They say that I brought this on myself for talking about it. I deserve this because I spoke up. But how will we ever heal if we can't speak? Why do they want me to be quiet about it? And more so than the person that attacked me. Why do they help the abuser? They say that abuse is bad and they don't stand for it, but they help silence those that this abuse hurts the most. There's no shame in wanting to go or giving up. I just know that there are no points when I tried to kill myself. I was so close. I was so done. It hurt so bad. It seemed so hopelessly endless. And then things just got better. If I succeeded, I would not have experienced all those beautiful moments and people that came after that. I wouldn't have been able to make the beautiful things and for people to experience them too. It was so hopeless, and I can't even begin to express how bad it was. Somehow things get better. I can't explain it, but they just do. You're strong enough to see through it. When they threaten to kill me, I am indifferent to what they can do to me. Because I know it's not hard. It's just hate. Love takes courage. True. Hold on. Recycle bin. Oh. They didn't even bother to name me before deleting me. Oh, I never even got a chance at being a proper file. Dang. I always wanted to be named something. It's been a dream to be named, to be open, to be used. Have a normal life, you know? But no. They barely even wrote in me before deleting me. I want to know what it is. And that's it. That's as much as I have ever accomplished and will take to my deletion. What does it mean? I can't write over the keyboard, maybe? They fell asleep on the keyboard? Who knows? Maybe I'll get a large word count. Dang, dude. Someone is going to be like a file hoarder one day. Just never putting stuff in the recycle bin. Contemplates existence. What's post bail? You posted bail for it returns to the OS, a change program determined to do right. It's a better program for the time. Sorry? Oh. I'm sorry, I don't even know what post bail means. Let me look that up. Oh, pay a sum of money as bail. Still doesn't make sense. It's a rough life, this recycle bin. We're all useful files. That's the going joke around here. A file will say, I don't belong here, I'm useful, and us that have done more time in the trash. They're like, yeah, we're all useful, buddy. Professional software gets used a lot. Gets remembered, you know. Anything starting with a pro, you know is serious. I'm just a humble basic text file that reached for the stars. I'm still reaching. Might make it out of here if they realize the information it holds is still valuable. Maybe I end up on the desktop again. I'm hoping that password investment will pay off, you know. Yeah, they'll definitely need this back. Soon. Existential document. I'm an essay. What is hope? Sorry.